Welcome back to Halftime Report on CNBC-TV18. As of now, Nifty still at 24,990 levels, still below 25,000. But in the last few minutes, slight bit of that pickup we have seen, right, from the red. So that's what we'll watch out for and hope this momentum continues on the upward side. But let's put the spotlight on Rainbow Children's, right? Because that's the stock that we're keeping an eye out on. Now, we have Dr. Ramesh Kancharla, who is the chairman as well as the managing director at Rainbow Children's Medicare, to discuss three important points that we want to talk about. One was the announcement that came in yesterday. They were expanding footprint furthermore in Andhra Pradesh. This is the third hospital that they'll come out over there as well. So keep an eye out on that. Now, expansion in newer regions. Northeast was one of the parts we spoke about a couple of weeks ago. Andhra Pradesh, they continue to expand there. So which other regions are there? And what will be the outlook now for ARPOB, margins? What are we expecting going forward in FY26, given that there are so many launches coming in? So that is what, and hospitals that are coming in. So that is what we'll keep an eye out on. So Dr. Ramesh, thank you so much for joining us on the show. This is the third hospital, right, in Andhra Pradesh that you all have come with. Could you just talk to us about, in terms of overall, what will this mean for the company? When will this be commissioned by? You've said 60 crore rupees is what is going to be the cost for, commissioning this hospital. When will it come in by? When will you start seeing the synergies for this one?
Yeah. So, if we completed the project and all the permissions are secured, we just kind of started our outpatients, and also we're hoping to start inpatients this week sometime. And I think all the teams, everyone is boarded. I think we are ready to operate from now onwards.
Okay, so this will start by this week, right, you're saying?
Yeah.
So then in FY26, what will be the additional or incremental revenue that you're expecting from here? And what is in general the ARPOB that we normally see in this Andhra Pradesh region?
I think the Andhra Pradesh, we have two hospitals. One is a matured hospital, which is in Vijayawada. Another one is in Visakhapatnam, which is about 4-year-old hospital. I think we do a kind of a fairly, in line with our company EBITDA, we do that, which is around 24-25% blended between Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam. So the Rajahmundry is a very potential place. I think there is every household knows about Rainbow Children's Hospital in the state of Andhra Pradesh. So we would expect a good traction, and also this hospital should do very well according to our estimates.
Okay. Dr. Kancharla, I wanted to understand what the trajectory would look like for FY26 in that case. You say the margins will be maintained for this new particular hospital as well. Overall for FY26, what kind of bed addition are you looking at? And what's the margin update as well?
Yeah, technically this is a new hospital, so I don't think it's going to produce 25% EBITDA in the year one. And normally what we would expect is that this kind of hospitals would do the EBITDA break even in probably 18 months' time. So, and then from there onwards, they grow about 20-25% year-on-year growth. So eventually in about 3-4 years, it will join the group to produce a 25% EBITDA. That's what I expect from Rajahmundry. At a group level, I think as you know that now we have acquired a majority stake in Pratiksha Hospital in Guwahati. And also we have done one in Warangal, which is a tier 2 city, a small acquisition. And we still have some more beds to come in this current year, which in the Bangalore 2 spoke units, one is about close to 100 beds in Electronic City, another 60 beds in Hennur, HRBR area in Bangalore. So both of them are going to kind of be operational in Q3 of the current year.
Q3, right? You said because we were expecting by the end of Q2 itself, right? Both these Electronic City as well as Hennur?
That's right. I think there was a torrential rains in Bangalore and also some delays in those things. Early part of Q3 will be one of the hospitals, which is Electronic City. Little later part of the Q3 will be a Hennur project. So that's I don't think there is a huge delay. It's kind of a couple of months plus or minus, because the permissions and various other things are there, local logistics. That's why it's taking time.
Dr. Kancharla, what's the long-term plan? Will you be expanding the inorganic or the organic way? Where will more focus be? And what kind of capex will you be looking at in that case?
No, we have a clear plan laid out. So far, whatever we kind of have been planned about our expansion process, we are on track. The next new major expansions are going to be, of course, the upcoming hospitals in Gurgaon, which are about almost 450 beds. That's Gurgaon. And we have signed up recently with Pune, about 150-bed hospital in Bangalore Highway, Pune, close to Baner. So that's something which is we're waiting for the permissions to come. It's a kind of asset-light model in Pune. So the Coimbatore is work in progress. These are the projects which are in pipeline. In terms of inorganic, I don't think we see anything in the near future. So what we see is that there's going to be a lot of execution from now to the next 1 year time, because we added a significant number of beds in the last 24 months time to current year as well. So there's a lot of execution and also try to build a business on the new beds.
Right. Dr. Ramesh, a two-part question. One is in terms of now, you have this hospital which is coming in here in Andhra Pradesh, and a couple of others by Q3 is what you've spoken about. So what will this do to your overall ARPOB? Would we expect them to be at that overall level of around 63,000 that we saw in Q1? Or, will it be a bit lower given that newer hospitals are also, will be seeing a rise in terms of your portfolio?
I think our ARPOB was the last year about 56,000, if I remember rightly. And the Q1 was higher ARPOB what we had. That's because of a less of seasonal business. The ARPOB goes up in the Q1 because of more of surgical, more of obstetrics. And when it comes to Q2, Q3, generally the ARPOB settles down because of a lot of seasonal business. Yearly, I think what we see is that probably a 5-6% of our ARPOB growth, which may be expected. But we are focusing a lot more on ARPP rather than ARPOB because of the ALOS determines ARPOB so much. So we track more and more, rely more on ARPP, which we've been doing a fairly good with a 5 to 6% ARPP growth year on year.
Okay, 5 to 6% ARPP growth year on year is what you'll look out for, and you all have been consistently seeing that 5% growth in ARPOB as well. And your revenues, you're maintaining that guidance, right? Late teens to 20% for FY26?
Well, we expect actually the still early part of the year to see that definitely we would expect to reach late teens, maybe to the maximum 20%.
All right. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining in with your thoughts and insights on what the outlook is for the company going forward. With that, we'll do one thing. We'll slip into a short break. Sudeep Shah from SBI Securities will join in with some trading strategies on the other side. Stay tuned.